So the question came across, has the TV show on Bravo, Summer House, this reality show, has it saved reality TV? Reality TV has been a genre that used to be really good, but it's definitely had its peaks and valleys. And the excitement and the buzz with Ciara, West, Amanda, and Kyle and the crew makes the question, has Summer House revived reality TV?
Now let's get random with Randomly Ronnie Jr.
Okay, so just a quick commentary. Let's make this real quick. Summer House is a show that I've been watching for so long, since about season 1. When it jumped off the map, in my opinion, way back then, reality TV was different. Bravo TV was the hot thing. Now you've got Netflix shows, these dating shows that are super huge. You've got Hulu like devoting a whole portion of their programming to Hulu Real. You know, they got Stassi, they got Lisa Vanderpump, they've got dating shows, they've got, I mean, there's just so many different, Alex Cooper was there at one point. So like, obviously reality TV has been fragmented, and for the most part, it's also not just about that. It's about the way we receive content and the way we engage with it, I think, has changed a lot. Now, if you ask me, I kind of like the old school way of things. I always break it down as this. Like, obviously, first in the late 70s, I think it was, there was a PBS documentary that was a reality docu-style show, An American Family, PBS. And then, of course, the bigger, more pop culture was MTV in the late 90s, or mid-90s, early 90s rather. 92 was the first Real World, followed by Road Rules, going into MTV's The Challenge. And yeah, you had these big shows like The Osbournes follow later and Newlyweds with Jessica Simpson. The genre really felt good. And even up until like The Housewives, Bravo TV really did favor as The Housewives. But the genre's really changed. And I just feel like right now, Summer House is the one show that has kept reality TV afloat. Now, the quick notes on Summer House, like, it's weird because I think of a show also on Bravo, like Southern Hospitality is in its 4th season. Equally as great, fun, amazing, though it's only in its 4th season, so it doesn't have that much of a reach compared to a season 10 show like Summer House. But as I watched both, Southern Hospitality is just as good, and yet Summer House season 10 maybe was just as good as season 9. But because it has this huge West Amanda betrayal, Ciara, you know, how that affected her, Kyle, how it affected him, but also Kyle, you know, who Kyle was the star of the show season 1. Even following that, you know, it's interesting that Summer House is becoming what I think the big show in terms of the show that is reviving reality TV, or the way we see reality TV. Kyle was the superstar for so many seasons. You know, Kyle's always been really, really interesting and entertaining. And he's just, he's been always who he is. I'll say it like that. So it doesn't mean that you have to like him, but he's always kind of been this same person. Nothing has really changed, but maybe the way he has been received and viewed is sort of changed. So he's not out of the woods in terms of his behavior, but Kyle has been vibrant the whole time is all I'm saying. But Summer House is changing. It's changing the way, you know, opportunities are even happening. It feels like this show has created so much success for Ciara now, so much success for like a Paige and Hannah. Paige and Hannah were probably 2 of the least characters that I've ever enjoyed on the show, but yet here we are. So it's basically breaking down the concept of like the way things go on maybe these other platforms, these faster vertical, there's no like sense or context to the stuff, does so great, you know, and that's cool too. And it's just interesting because I'm not a Summer House fan who I'm just watching it now in the new, where a lot of people are like, oh, it's all the buzz, all the rage, let me watch it now. I'm like, no, I've been watching like Lindsay be Lindsay since season 1, and she's always been Lindsay. Make me a sandwich, you know, there's never been a change. So anyway, this isn't really a breakdown about Summer House. It's just asking the question, has Summer House been one of the only shows that really did fly off the map, you know, because of that, you know, like because of the hype, you know? The great thing about this show is, yeah, like you could like different characters or whatever the case, but it's just been a show that has created opportunity. Like I kind of liked that Mia was like recently on the red carpet looking very like, in the Versace green, and having a Jennifer Lopez moment from all those years ago. I mean, well, there was two Versace moments, but Mia, like suddenly, like in her first season, based on the timing of her coming into the show, it's like, I want more Mia. Like, she's exciting. And so that's really like this thing. Like the show itself, you're always going to like characters. You're not going to like characters. People are going to despise Wes Wilson in all the things he does. I remember watching a lot of his work early on because he worked at Complex Media. I worked a production season at Complex. So, some of the stuff you've seen like him do well. And so like, this is just such a mix up with this dating thing because it does not look good. Amanda, I've already done an episode about it, like where I think Amanda just kind of always cared so much what others thought. And I don't think like she nourished the Kyle relationship, even if Kyle was completely in the wrong, not nourishing it and just going along to get along and getting married and all those things means there's like loose ends you've never sort of gotten down to what's the feeling. And when you do that, you pass that off, and eventually one day, when a opportunity, I guess Wes Wilson is the opportunity, according to Amanda, you make that terrible and deceptive thing that is just junk, to a Ciara and to a Kyle, like, in terms of her behavior. So I think when I watched it from season one, knowing that she wasn't even on the cast season one, she was on the shows, but she was Kyle's 7-month relationship, and I did a whole breakdown on another episode where and how I think that ended up, that becomes a shiny object. Like, you break up with somebody after 7 months and like, let's say you catch wind, they get a new car, a new house or new apartment or a new anything, or they lose 30 pounds. You naturally are inquisitively like, let me go see what's happening with, the ex. And in this case, Kyle, 7-month breakup, then he's got this, shiny object, this TV show. Who's to say Amanda liked any of that? Or did she just like the TV show? Because it does seem like the opportunity, her and West, they probably should and could take it to the end as just, this is who they are now, like it's not about a likability. It's like they'll get their brand deals together. They'll find opportunities and they'll be like kind of, their own little entity. So maybe, who knows? I don't even know. I just know like it's cool to see the show do well. I'm not doing like a breakdown. I already did a breakdown on the show. It's just like me saying the Summer House and its impact has created like the ultimate, this has brought in more reality TV viewers in a way that it doesn't always. Again, going pound for pound on other shows, like The Valley, I don't think is a good show, and it doesn't have a big, threesome moment or whatever, scandal, but it's also not a good show. Whereas Southern Hospitality is an amazing season 4. Season 1 was fine, but 2, 3, and 4 have been incredible. And oh my God, did you also know Wes Wilson was with one of the girls on that show too? Boy, he gets around. My point is, Summer House, I believe, and what is the antidote actually of keeping up with reality TV and the fast-paced, ever-changing way. A lot of times I say just tell good stories. If you tell good story, you'll always be able to get the hype behind the show. But a lot of times it is actually changing where the hype is all based on this scandal, which is why as a over 35, over 40-year-old, almost over 45-year-old, I'm there. It's changed, like reality TV has become a thing that I'm unfortunately graduating away. I still watch a ton of them. Real Housewives of Rhode Island is great, but like the way the show is done, if the show is based on, if reality TV needs to be revitalized by sort of like scandal and hype only, I think the stories go down and are less interesting, which is why I'm going to say a bold statement. I love Summer House. I'm a huge since season 1 Summer House fan. I think season 10 has actually been a lot of, I wouldn't call it fluff because the material was there, but a lot of regurgitating information. Like at this point, Ciara don't even care anymore. She was hurt, but she doesn't care anymore. Like it's kind of giving everyone an inability to move on. So while it did well, I do also question, like, is this what it takes sort of to be in the reality TV space to kind of revitalize it? And if so, what does that mean? But to each their own. Sometimes reality TV is watched so fragmented, you watch it here, there, you're not really into it. I was always so into it. I used to watch every episode of all the shows, so it's changed for me. But then on the flip side, you got a show like Real Housewives of Rhode Island, And that is more the I mean, it's a little much, but it's the texture of just, getting along, not getting along, interpersonal communication, stories from back in the day. I knew this, you said this. It's like a little exciting and a little bit of an escape, but it doesn't have a scandal wrapped behind it. It does have cheating, though. So, circling the whole thing, I'm basically just saying that I think it's a cool thing, and I think it's been good. Long run, it's been good for reality TV because now you have possibility for people to invest in this show or reality TV in general because it's like become a bit of an infrastructure. Again, Mia on the red carpet at the American Music Awards, looking so great in her J-Lo green Versace. That was wonderful. Like, what a moment. So opportunities also come out of it too. Whether I personally, as I've watched the show, think it was the best season, I'm ready for more stories. Bring out different little stories and bring in some old cast members. A lot of times with Summer House, some of the people I liked, like, remember Danielle? She was there and then they had to she left and part-time and came back. I was devastated. I was always a Danielle fan. I always like the people that not necessarily were like the biggest on the show. Jason, remember Jason and Lindsay? It was almost Jason and Lindsay like that, That was a moment. I liked Chris Leone. I was like, where is Chris Leone? Chris Leone should have dated Danielle, maybe. I don't know. Sam, remember Sam was with the guy who was also with Madonna, like at the same time. Little Sam had that kind of game. It was just like they've had Maya. Remember Maya was the one who was with the chef. She was a cook. She used to do a podcast with Ciara. I don't know if they still do it, but they did a podcast probably right after Paige's Giggly Squad show, but I don't know where it ever went. You know who else I liked? I liked Andrea. Andrea was fun. Well, Andrea is not out of Summer House world because he's doing In the City. Luke was fine, but I liked Gabby. That season that brought in Gabby, Sam, and Chris, I was like, this is the future of the show. And then none of them really got the success, which makes no sense to me. I should produce my own show. Anyways, that's the question. Is reality TV as strong as it always was or ever was? And also, is Summer House alone responsible for making it have a huge comeback and revitalizing the genre? And what do you think of the season? It's so funny when people say Team Ciara, Team Amanda, Team West, nobody is Team Amanda. Who's running around saying she made the error? We see it. It's just so funny to break it down in a team this, team that, or Team Raquel or Team Ariana. No, it's Ariana. Because it sucks for her. It's not. No one's saying that's a good move, Raquel, in terms of these scandals. Then again, if it ever happened to Kelsey on Real Housewives of Rhode Island, she might be team her because she moves in a very, she finds this rich man and then she has another boyfriend. She moves differently. Real Housewives of Rhode Island is another reason. There's the two things. Summer House is revitalizing reality TV and Real Housewives of Rhode Island, in my opinion.
Hey, Ronnie Jr.